So we are on the Nile, and I thought I'd do a video here because the backdrop is so amazing. Just panoramic view around there. I mean, and this is my bedroom, this is my little bedroom balcony. But we are on the water. We are on the Nile, which is all about the water codes. The water here is so powerfully programmed with light codes and everything like that. I mean, it's unbelievable how the journey, our entry into Egypt and the work that we've been doing as light workers here started off in a certain dimension, in a certain frequency, and as certain things started to unfold and reveal themselves, we kind of ended up on the Nile, and it's all so synchronistic and aligned. And now we're at that point where we're really working with soothing, cleansing, healing. So when you start your tour with me in Egypt, we start off in Cairo, and that's very kind of like masculine frequency. So, you know, obviously when we come to Egypt, we're here to do big work, right? On ourselves and for the collective. So we start with a bang, which is why we started with the Great Sphinx and the Great Pyramid, 2 private visits on one day. And of course we did some amazing work in there, very powerful, like really big. But then you can't maintain that tempo all the way through because you're not supposed to, right? So you kind of move into that big masculine energy there. And then when you come to the Nile and you come on the Nile cruise, the energy of the water is so cleansing and so purifying. But you see, the Nile is a massive portal in itself. So here we are able to kind of like clear, cleanse and release what has been, what needs to be transmuted from the beginning of the experience here. And then at the same time, we activate with the stars, as above, so below, and the Nile, and we reactivate our systems into the original source codes. And that's very powerful because the actual Milky Way is a reflection of the Nile. So we kind of get into that mix, we become that. So it's a very, very masculine into feminine kind of experience. And right now, tomorrow, we're actually having our Temple Filet Isis private visit. And that is very much about, you know, declaring your promise. Where do you go from here when you leave Egypt? You know, because you essentially are Egypt by the time you leave here. But tomorrow we're actually cleansing in the Nile. So we really get into everything that I'm talking about in a very, very big way, very powerful way. So this is what really being a medicine man or woman is all about, working with the elements and coming back to self, understanding and knowing and truly believing who you really are. You're a master awakened, and that is what the Tablets of Light Tour is all about, to bring that realization back and ground it. Because, you know, we're at a place now where, yeah, we don't need to be healing and being stuck in our pain forever. At some point, you then have to acknowledge that you are indeed a master, you are that powerful, and you hold special encodements which are actually needed to be worked with in a very empowered way. With Egypt, you meet her where she's at, which is pretty damn high, let me tell you, and you have the capacity to do that. So that is what my teachings and guidance and the tour is all about, when you come through this portal, because it is a portal. So when you enter, you may not know yourself, but by the time you finish with the Tablets of Light, because as I say, this portal will activate you so much so that you'll never forget who you are again. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is where we're at on the Nile, sharing the beautiful water codes with you. And I can't wait until you're here with me, because if you're watching this video, the chances are that you will be. So love and blessings from the Nile.